Good morning, YouTube family and friends. On this rainy day in Cape Coast, Ghana, Quita is in the kitchen doing what she loves to do the most, cooking. So today I'm trying my first Ghanaian dish called red. Ghanaians will have to give me the Ghanaian name for it, but that's what it's called. So it's basically a bean stew made with black-eyed peas. So here I've soaked and cleaned my smoked fish. My black-eyed peas are cooking away. They're almost done actually. And the prep work. This is blended pepper, which is peppers, habaneros, Scotch bonnet, whichever version it is here. And there's peppers and onions. I don't think the original Ghanaian recipe has peppers, but I'm putting peppers in mine. This is my rock salt, which I love. More onions and garlic. This is my blended mixture of ginger, onion, and garlic, along with some rock salt. So all of that will get cooked down later in the stew, and I will show you. I'm also going to make some shallow fried plantain because I don't want to deep fry them. And also I will be making maybe some white rice because if I don't want to eat it with plantains, I can eat it with rice. And I'm also going to roast some fish. Not sure if I took out the red fish or the tilapia, but I'll let you guys know and come back a little later when I get on that part. So here we go. These are the beans. They've been cooking for about an hour, hour and a half. The beans here are indigenous, not coming in a bag, so they take a lot longer to cook. I soaked them for a day actually, over 24 hours. And I've been cooking them for like an hour and a half, so they've gotten huge now and they're about done. So I'm gonna let them cook down a little bit more. And then I didn't put much seasoning. I just put a little bit of onion and some garlic in there just to give it some flavor, but all the seasoning will come from the stew a little bit later, and I'll show you guys that part when I do it. All right, see you in a little bit. I forgot to say, my bad. This is not just pepper, it's mainly tomatoes. There's only one pepper in there because we all know how hot the peppers are here. And I used the red one, vice the green one, because you guys know I like spicy, but I'm not gonna make it too spicy because I'm sharing with people as usual. So some people can't handle the spice like that. I don't know how, if they're from or been living here, because everything you try here is spicy. But that is garlic, tomatoes, and pepper with a little bit of rock salt, blend it smooth, and then I'll add some fresh tomatoes a little bit later. So just making that update because I forgot to put that tomatoes were in that blend. Okay, so for those that don't know, I'm kind of creeped out about fish heads. So when I went to the market and bought these fish, I made them cut the heads off because I don't want it looking at me, and I don't want teeth messing with me while I'm trying to eat either. So some people say that's the best part. Anybody that want it, I'll give it to them because I don't want any parts of it. So right now I am just scoring these fish so that I can get flavor down deeper on the inside. Little goat baby out there screaming through my window. So people, I have these cock-a-doodle roosters outside my window every day that think they're supposed to wake me up at 3 in the morning. 5 or so I get it, but 3 a.m. So my insomnia is even worse over here right now. Okay. Dry these fish off, rinse them off again and dry them. Okay, so I gotta get a tripod. I ordered one from Jumia and was supposed to pick it up at Paydu Junction. And I went to 3 or 4 different places and they kept sending me to different places, and I just said, screw it. I didn't pay for it in advance, so I wasn't really tripping about it, but I wanted it. So I had to ghetto rig my phone. So if this is not showing up the best, sorry guys. Trying to let you see what I can let you see. Okay. So I'm gonna leave some napkins down there so they don't get back wet. And now I'm gonna put some of the onion, ginger, garlic concoction. I add some fish seasoning and a little bit of turmeric and some pepper in there. So I'm gonna put this all on the inside of these grooves that I cut so it gets some flavor. And I'm gonna let it sit for probably at least a good hour or more before I roast them. I don't plan on eating till like 7 or later, so I'm just trying to get everything ready as much as possible. Put some goodies on the inside, then I go back and put a little salt and all of that stuff later. But we're just trying to get some goodness on the inside so you don't just have taste on the skin part, you actually get some in the flesh. So that's kind of what we're doing here. Then I'll rub it all over and I'll put a little bit on the inside. So I talked to my caretaker of this Airbnb that I'm living in. They live on the same compound in another house. She comes over a lot and has drinks with me, and she's adopted me. She said I'm her big sister. I'm 2 years older than her, but she said she thought she was older than me. She didn't think I was as old as I am. So anyway, her name is Hilda. She's really sweet, so I feed her all the time because y'all know I feed people. I give her drinks all the time too because y'all know I do that too. Well, those that actually know me. And she's real sweet, so she was telling me how she makes this. So I took her pointers. I looked at, well, she didn't tell me about the fish. I'm just kind of doing this on my own, but I looked at her pointers, took her pointers, looked at a couple videos online of how to make the red, and so now I'm just queefying it, making a Ghanaian dish a little bit queefied, because everybody, again, that knows me knows I don't follow directions or recipes. I use them for reference. I'm trying to stay kind of close though with the red because it's something I've never even heard of until I got here, so we'll see. But if you know how to cook, I think you can make anything taste good, so it's gonna be good. Believe that. Believe it. Yes, yes, yes. Pour the last of the last. And I'm just gonna let those sit. I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator for probably about an hour or so. And then I'm gonna come back and start working on the stew. I think I'm gonna put some seasoning on it first. I have this little packet of fish seasoning. What did I do with it? I had to cover up my vegetables. Y'all know these little fruit flies love to hang out in this. Cause I got pineapples, mangoes, everything up in here, so they try to live in here too. I put a little bit more of something on it before I get ready to cook it, but this is what they look like with all the concoction on there. I'm gonna put them in the fridge, like I said, for probably about an hour. And while I'm doing that, we'll work on the stew. So this Airbnb is nice on paper and it looks nice, but it has issues. I've been having water pressure / water / electrical issues ever since I've been here for maybe 12 days, 14 days. So I'm in here until the 20th, and I found a new place that I'm gonna move into down the street from where I'm at, maybe 5 minutes or so because they have backup generator for power and they have poly tanks, so there's consistent water, no water issues. So I'll be leaving this 2-bedroom, 1 bath and going to a 2-bedroom, 2 bath. So this is the gas burner. Only 2 burners. I check in, only 1 works. And that one, you turn it on, it goes out. I thought I was gonna die here or blow up or something, so I came home one day and smelled gas, so I told them and they came and just shut it off, and I told them I wasn't using it. So I went and bought this little electric hot plate. So this is what I'm working with. I also have bought a blender, a tea kettle, a little convection toaster oven so that I can bake or do whatever I need, and an air fryer. So I've re-gadgeted this whole kitchen basically, but it's gonna go with me. And this is what they gave me for a refrigerator. This teeny little apartment size thing. What am I gonna do with that? That's a freezer, people. What am I supposed to do with that really? So what I did was went and I bought a refrigerator. So I have a real refrigerator now. Now that's a refrigerator freezer. Still not big enough, but this will be my beverage freezer at my house back up when I move in. So I'm gonna take it because it's brand new. I had to get this shelf built because there was nowhere to keep food. So this is my little pantry, and this is my fruit and vegetable stand that I bought. So all of this stuff will be going with me when I leave on the 20th. That's where we're at. Yep. So I've never cooked with palm oil before, but I've watched a lot of people do it, and that's what this calls for. Palm oil is red and really pretty. So I bought some little ones, little bottles, and it's nice and thick because they make it from the palm nuts. Okay, let me set back up my camera now so maybe y'all can see what I'm doing over here in the pot. Okay, so let that get hot a little bit. Then we put in the palm oil and we fry the onions and the peppers for a few minutes before we start everything else. Oh, I need to get a tomato paste too. These packets of stuff are a thing here in Ghana. I have maybe 7 or 8 different varieties of packets. This one's tomato paste. I have some for stew. I have onion, garlic, and ginger powder ones. I have hot pepper ones. I have creamer ones, coffee mate creamers, plain, come in these. I have something else. There's about 7 of them over there though, so. This one's tomato paste. I like it though because you don't have to deal with the little cans. Because back home I used to start buying the squeeze bottle one so that I didn't have to deal with those cans because you never use that much. Usually I'm only using a tablespoon or 2, so I end up throwing it away or trying to put it in a little Ziploc and freeze it. So this way, use it, throw the package away, and you're good. Okay. So the black-eyed peas have been cooked for a while, and I just had them sitting over here chilling while I was waiting for. They say you use about 4 tablespoons or more, so a little bit more. This is what helps give it the red. It's red. See? Palm oil. This is made locally. It looks thick, but when you put it in here, it thins out. In goes red peppers and onion. We'll let that get going and fry a little bit, and then once that happens, we will put in the tomato paste, the tomatoes. So I guess I gotta do this the old-fashioned way for now, so y'all can actually see the pot, because I can't position it without a tripod for you to be able to see into it. So I'm just gonna show you what I'm doing. Frying the onions and the peppers, and once they get a little more tender, then I'll add in the Tasty Tom tomato paste. Okay, so in goes the tomato paste. More red for the red. About to fog up the camera with that heat, people. So what I've been hearing is I need to stop being scared to eat street food and drink their sachet water and all of that good stuff from other people, because they said I'll never develop my immunity to having stomach issues here if I don't get accustomed to their bacteria versus what I've been used to. I'm gonna have to take baby steps with that, y'all. But I brushed my teeth with local water a few times and I haven't got sick, so maybe I am building up a little bit. So we got the tomato paste in. Now we're gonna add the onion, garlic, ginger. And also the tomato pepper mixture. It's live cooking, people. I don't have no Cooking Network dishwasher, so all this stuff going in the sink until I can get to that. We'll actually just look at the pot though. I'm gonna turn this down now, and I'm supposed to add water too. I'm gonna add my little cube. They have lots of different cubes here, so this is a shrimp flavored one. They were saying if you weren't using any fish, because it can be vegetarian also, but I'm adding the smoked fish, so mine is not vegetarian. And I'm gonna use this shrimp cubes. So I'll be right back. So this is where we are. Stew is stewing a little bit. I'm gonna add in the fresh tomatoes now. Y'all see my tripod set up, Hennessy bottle and my flour and some towels. You know we will Negro rig up something to get whatever we need to get accomplished. So this is what the pot's looking like right now, people. So I'll let the tomatoes cook in for a few minutes, and then I'll come back and add this smoked fish that I had soaking earlier that I showed you guys. All right, be back soon. Okay, the stew is bubbling away. It's getting pretty thick, so I'm gonna add a little water like it suggested earlier. Not too much, but probably about a cup, maybe. I'll add that in. And now I'm gonna add in this smoked fish. I went through and made sure I picked out all the bones and stuff earlier when I was soaking it, so it should be safe. Nobody wants to eat bones. And of course, before I did anything, I took those little raggedy heads off, because heads are on everything around here and I can't do it. Ooh, discovered a bone or two though. It's almost impossible to get them all, so. But I got most of them. Okay. I just washed dishes, but guess what? I need to wash them again already. Doesn't take long. Okay, so we're gonna let that cook in for a while. We're gonna let that thicken it up again. And then we'll be ready to add in the peas. I have to slice up some plantains to fry, and I have to put the fish in the little toaster convection oven to roast. Like I said, I'm kind of taking my time doing this because I started cooking this way early today, but I just wanted to do all the prep work, and I want everything to have some time to marinate. And I also wanted those beans to get tender because I cooked some my first week here, and I learned that you have to cook them a lot longer, in my opinion, than the ones that we get in the bag at home. The fresh indigenous ones, they're thicker, they're harder, they soak and get way bigger than ours. So they taste the same, but it takes a lot longer to cook them for sure. So I'm gonna pull you guys in and show you what it looks like. That's where we are right now. Kind of letting it go slow so it doesn't. I wanted to stew, but not over stew. Not right now. Like I said, I'm taking my time, so I'm cooking it slow. I got a fly in here too, and it's gonna drive me freaking insane. Okay, see you guys in a little bit. Okay, we're back. The fish has been cooking in here for a while now. It's stewed down. I think it's time to add the black eyed peas back. They say add them and their water, so that's what they're looking like. I don't want much of their water because I put a little water in there earlier, remember? We're gonna let this cook down for a little bit. Let the flavors meld. And then when it's almost done, I'll cut up some red onion, put it on top and stir it in. Just let it cook for a couple minutes after that, and then it'll be ready. And I'll be on to the plantains. When I'm ready to eat, I want them to be fresh. At least the first time I have. When I eat leftovers, they won't be fresh, but I'll put them in the air fryer or something. I just want the beans, I don't want the juice. Because I have enough liquid, I think. So, I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. We're going to let everything cook together now that we had the peas back in. Can you see that? My angle might be bad. There we go. That's what it looks like right now. I'm going to put the top on it and I'm just going to let it cook for a little while. Oh, I'm about to tear up something now. And I'll be back. Okay, so we're back. Thickening up a little bit. Doing what it's supposed to do. I think I'm gonna leave the top off now so all that condensation can go out. And we're gonna go, I'm gonna sprinkle a little salt on this fish. I put fish seasoning, but I didn't put salt. I know that seasoning has some salt, but nobody wants to flavor this fish, so I'm gonna put some salt on it. And I let that sit up there a little too long and it got hot. So I'm going to take these two fish and put on the rack. We're going to take all the rest of that goodness that's on that skillet and we're going to put it on the fish because we don't want to waste it. That's flavor. Flavor. Go stick it in the toaster oven. That's what it looks like, guys. All marinated and seasoned. Wipe down your surfaces. Because you got crumbs and random stuff where there shouldn't be. Swipe down over here a little bit too. This house has absolutely no counter space. It has no storage space. That's the thing with a lot of pre-built houses here, especially if they're a little bit older. Just not what we're used to or what we want. So that's why most of us move here and build, because we kind of want some of the same things we had wherever we came from, so that's why we bill. This is smelling so good, y'all. Can't wait to taste it. Tastes good. All right, we'll be back in a little while. Y'all want to see what it looks like now? That it's been cooking with the beans in it for a little while. So we're just gonna let it get a little thicker. Let a little bit more of the juice cook out, and it should be ready to go. Be on to plantain frying then. Y'all see my head a mess. I got a bonnet on, but it was making my head hurt, so I pulled it all the way back, so it's keeping my hair from swinging all over the food and being everywhere. So it's my little makeshift hairnet right now. Hotmess.com, but it's okay. I'm at home, lounging. See y'all back in a bit. So the fish is almost done. This is supposed to be flipped around, so the fish is almost done. Nice and roasty, looking nice and brown and delicious. And give it a few more minutes and it should be ready. So now I'm going to work on these 2 plantains. I'm actually going to do them in the air fryer because I really don't want to fry. Trying to do better. I mean, fried plantains isn't awful, but I can roast them in the air fryer and they'll be just as nice without all the oil. So I'll be back to that in a second. So I'm going to cut the edges off, peel these, and slice them at a diagonal. I don't want no yucky spots, so we're gonna cut that off.
You made it, that's the important thing. Yeah. And obviously, super impressive solar system that you've got here. It's awesome to be able to charge the EV. But you've got a lot more off-grid stuff happening on this property as well, don't you?
Yeah. So I've got the solar, which is running all my power and battery. I've got a evaporated tube solar hot water system, which sounds great, and I do believe the technology is good, but that system itself, I had to deploy.
Cut these at a diagonal.
Comes from Victoria, which is absolutely good myself, and there's another one close to it's great, or is functioning good, and it is currently working, so it hasn't been the best experience with that system. But now I've got the upgraded solar, I've got enough power to get electric for it.
Very impressive. There's not a huge advantage to having a bigger solar array and it does give you more electrical options and all of that. With the settings of the EV, is that able to actually batteries or is that completely separate?
Yeah, no, it's not the same system, so it all just feeds in. I've got 3 lithium ion batteries, so about 9 kilowatts of battery storage, and with the panels, it just means that they get extra fast, and even if I take them down a lot, they can charge up just fast, and then any extra energy that I get just goes straight into the car.
I have 2 more. I'm gonna probably cook those the next time I get ready. Have some. I think Hilda's gonna come eat with me tonight. The caretaker of the Airbnb who I was telling you about earlier. I feed her a lot. Breakfast, we do coffee, cocktails, all that good stuff. Put some sea salt on here. And drizzle a little bit of oil. I bought some cold pressed coconut oil from one of the street vendors, so we're gonna use a little bit of that today instead of the vegetable oil I got. fish is sizzling away over there, people.
And then it goes out into that goes out into a bucket, which I can then use as a water gun, and then from there it goes on the way
I put this little plastic on here because it was leaking when I got it. I got home, I had quite a bit of unwanted coconut oil in the bag, so I put this in here to kind of secure it, to make sure it didn't leak anymore. So I told you we would Negro rig anything. These only have to cook like 10 minutes in the air fryer, so that's what it is. Plantains with a little coconut oil, salt, sea salt, that's it. I need to start keeping all of these plantain and banana peels. I'm gonna put them in a bag because it's time for me to start composting. Next week, Nuhu and the guys are going to be clearing off some of my plots. Well, not clearing, but weeding some of my plots so that I can see a vision and we can start making some flower beds so I can plant some things. Yesterday, when I have a little clip that I was on my way to the traveling Israelite's house, Mikael. So he gave me collard greens. I bought callaloo plants, I bought collard green plants, and I bought bell pepper plants. So once we get this mapped out, we can get those planted and get more. I want organization. I don't want my stuff just thrown everywhere, so I need to make sure that it's kind of like what I wanted. So that's going to start happening this week. Of course, I'll bring you guys along, so no worries. But I'm going to get a bag and put these in because I'm going to start saving banana peels and all of the good organic matter so I can start compost. Be back later. Air fried plantains are going in. We're going to not, like I said, we're not going to manually fry them. We're going to air fry them. Healthy as we can try to be sometimes. We're going to put it on. It's only supposed to be for 10 minutes. We're going to put it at the highest temperature. And we'll let those go for a little while. This is what red is. Uh-oh. Gotta get away from the smoke. Can't see it, can't see it. It's steam. Fogging up the camera. It's about ready though. See how thick it is now? It's looking yummy. Look how thick. That looks yummy, right? You're invited. Let's go take a look-see at this fish. Me and this gadget field create a kitchen. I flipped the fish so that side can get crispy because we didn't want soggy top and crispy bottom. So a couple more minutes and it's done. Be back later, guys. Show you what everything looks like plated up. So dinner is finished. My caretaker of the Airbnb and new sister Hilda is here. Say hi, Hilda. Hi. And this is our finished food. Yeah. So that's our red. This is her plate, my plate, and we're about to eat. You are invited.